Hello, and welcome to What is Crypto? I'm Matt, and this is Crypto. Today we're going to be talking to you about Kaspa, ticker signal KAS. In this video, I'm also going to cover quick updates on KRC20. I'm going to cover Kaspa, Bitcoin pairs, Bitcoin dominance, the start of altcoin season, and really look at the charts and some key levels to watch for in Kaspa. I'm also going to give my price predictions and some justification as to why I think those valuations are warranted. So if that sounds like it could be for you, smash that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Cheers, legends. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Now let's get into it. Alrighty, so Kaspa, absolutely beautiful on the charts. Now, we've been calling this one for such a long time. So if you're familiar with my channel, you would know that I've been calling this one for absolutely ages. Now, I was super vocal when we were down below the 10-cent mark, especially down below 11 cents, saying that our time is running out to buy. As soon as we break out a trend, we are going to surge to the upside. And we've absolutely done just that. So we had this massive trend break. We've been trending to the upside, and now we are absolutely ripping up towards old all-time highs. Important levels to note were the 14.7 mark. So our old all-time highs, roughly around there. Then we had a pretty key level of resistance at around the 15.9 cent mark. We had minor resistance at the 5-day, but really we are clear sailing right now, right up until 18.3 cents. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some retracements down to around the 16-cent mark potentially, but I also wouldn't be surprised if this thing continues up to 23 cents. After we break through this, I reckon our next level of resistance is somewhere along this resistance line. Now, it depends how quickly we get there. I think that could be anywhere from, say, the 23-cent mark up to the 26-cent mark. So really, I think things are looking damn good in the land of Kaspa. Now, I've been super vocal on Kaspa, and I've been getting a little bit of criticism. So many people in the comments starting to call Kaspa a scam, starting to call Kaspa a dead coin, a stable coin. But you know what? We had conviction, we had faith, and it is paying off in absolute spades. We are almost a 2x up from the levels we were calling at just a month ago. So yeah, now you're going to see the flood of Kaspa content come back onto YouTube, and it's very easy to call something out after it's had a massive candle. Just this one daily candle has taken us up about 20%. So it's super easy to be calling things out on your YouTube, making content when things are crushing it, but it's not so easy to be calling things out repeatedly when people are in the comment section talking a lot of smack and stating that you don't know what you're talking about. So once again, these are all just my own opinions, but if you stuck along with me over the last few months and you were accumulating in these really attractive zones, you would be having a pretty darn big smile on your face. So I just want you to take a couple of moments for yourself, pat yourself on the back, say well done. Also drop a like to the video and comment down below. Comment what levels you've been accumulating Kaspa, and if you can't tell, I'm pretty darn pleased at the moment. What a nice way to wake up. It is currently 7:45 here in the morning in Australia, and there is no better way to start your day than with a coffee and with a big green candle from Kaspa. So yeah, legends, that is just a little bit of me talking about my excitement and overall joy at the charts. We'll just have a look at some of the other large caps. Obviously, Bitcoin is doing quite well. Bitcoin is super important to all of cryptocurrencies. I would say that Bitcoin's probably more important to Kaspa than the average coin as well, due to its proof of work nature. But as you know, Bitcoin is really the coin that sets the trends, leads all of the runs, and all of cryptos follow Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin starts to pump, all of crypto pumps. But while Bitcoin is doing quite well at the moment, and I'm pretty happy with its levels, if you look at the other large caps that I've got on my watch list, like Bitcoin's up 2% on the day, Ethereum pretty much level on the day. A lot of these coins are level, up small amounts, or slightly down. No one that I'm interested in is up 20% other than Kaspa. Now, I do have a little bit of bias, obviously, as I'm a big old Kaspa bull, but let's get up the banter bubbles just to see if I can confirm my thoughts. Alrighty, so looking on banter bubbles, you can see, apart from NGL, which I don't know what this is, but it's probably garbage. No, I shouldn't say that. I don't know what this coin is, but apart from that, I think you'll find that the biggest green bubble in all of the land is Kaspa. So yeah, We do love to see that. The market is looking green, but nothing is looking as green as Kaspa. And this candle, 21% now. This candle looks like it could potentially keep going. So yeah, looking at it, it is continuing to climb. So this is absolutely huge. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if over the next few hours we are at the 18.2 cent mark. I also wouldn't be surprised if over the next few days we touch this resistance bar. If we break through that, there are going to be fireworks. So to me, ideally, the next few months looks something like this. Slight retest there, go up, break through, retest this resistance mark, and then surge to the upside. So we do want to see some retracement and consolidation at key levels. Now, this could happen here. This could happen at the 14.7 mark. I think more likely it could happen at around the 15.9 cent mark. Will probably more likely happen here at the all-time highs. That one I can't say with too much certainty, but I do want to see Kaspa rip up, consolidate at key levels, come up to this massive level of resistance, consolidate here, and then break through. And I think if we do break through this, we are going to see huge gains. So my predictions for Kaspa, I've been pretty vocal about them. My conservative side is $1 for the bull cycle, although I don't think that's likely. I think we're going much, much, much higher than that. My bullish case for Kaspa is $4 to $5. So I'm not going to be holding right to $5, and I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to be DCAing in when it's super cheap, which I have been doing. And then as it makes a huge amount of money, I'm going to start to DCA out. So I'm going to be doing these based on a few different things. One of them is just the time of the market. So I want to be taking profits somewhere between November 24 and November 25. Now I've got a bunch of different metrics that are key with me taking profits, and that are going to be how I'm going to be exiting the market. So I've got all of these listed in my Discord, which is absolutely free. I'll leave a link down below. You're more than welcome to join. Say hey, I always appreciate the support, and I love to chat to like-minded investors such as yourselves. So I won't spend too much time talking about this, but if you don't have a Tangem, I would highly recommend getting yourself a Tangem. Look at getting yourself a storage method that doesn't involve keeping your Kaspa on an exchange. Kaspa is currently only traded on some fairly small exchanges. So by holding your Kaspa on these, you do put yourself at risk of your money being frozen, and also just generally more at risk of hacks and losing your Kaspa. And if you're as bullish on Kaspa as I am, you don't want your Kaspa to be lost, taken away, confiscated, or stolen when you know it could make you some serious wealth, not just today, but well into the future. I've got a link down below which will get you a discount on a Tangem. It'll give me a $5 kickback, so it'd be the equivalent of you buying me a coffee. So yeah, don't have to use that, but if you do use that, thank you. And if you don't, make sure you're on the official Tangem site, as you don't want to be buying a dodgy Tangem, as that's honestly even worse than having your Kaspa on an exchange. Awesome, let's get back into the video. So anyway, we've got Kaspa absolutely ripping. I'm going to cover a couple of things that I've covered multiple times before, but just in case we have some people that have been out of the market for a while, they see the green candles and they're coming back in. Stick with me for a sec, so I'm going to be covering what we want to see. So really, what we're all waiting for is the start of altcoin season. Now, there are a few ways that we can tell when altcoin season starts, but one of my favorite ways is to look at Bitcoin dominance. So I'm going to zoom out for a second and have a look at Bitcoin dominance. So what we are seeing here, initially, these yellow vertical lines mark the Bitcoin halvings. And what we can see is that after the Bitcoin halvings, we have a few months of consolidation, and then we have a sharp drop off. Now, what that drop off represents is Bitcoin dominance decreasing. What Bitcoin dominance decreasing represents is that altcoins start to outpace Bitcoin. So stick with me for a second if this is all sounding a bit gibberish. So what this really means is that although the price of Bitcoin is going up, the price of altcoins, by and large, is outpacing that of Bitcoin. Over these time periods, you see sharp increases in Bitcoin, but you see even sharper increases in altcoins. Now, what we can see in general is that the Bitcoin halving happens, a few months of consolidation, and then a sharp drop off. And this represents the parabolic price growth that is altcoin season. So what we can do is we can have a look at large cap cryptos such as Avalanche, and just having a quick look, we can see that this massive run up started, say, December, January 2021. Okay, so if we look back at December, January 2021, it is around here. So the massive drop off of Bitcoin dominance really represented this massive price growth of Avalanche. Now, this is pretty much the same with most large cryptocurrencies of the cycle. This sharp drop off in Bitcoin dominance represents a sharp increase in Bitcoin and an even sharper increase in other altcoins. Alrighty, so looking at Bitcoin dominance now, we've been ranging up in this channel for quite some time, since around January. So what we want to see is we want to see Bitcoin dominance break below this channel and then have a sharp drop off. Now, this usually happens a few months after the Bitcoin halving, so we could chop around for a little while, but when this drops off sharply, there are going to be absolute fireworks in the market. So really key to watch for is Bitcoin dominance. So that is just covering Bitcoin dominance, so Bitcoin versus the market. But what we can also look at is Kaspa versus Bitcoin. Now, what we want to see is we want to see whatever crypto we're investing in, we want to see the pair with Bitcoin increasing. As at the end of the day, if what you're investing in is getting outpaced by Bitcoin, you're probably backing the wrong horse. Now, it's totally normal for Bitcoin to be outpacing most cryptocurrencies until a few months after the halving. But if you see your cryptocurrency start to lag against Bitcoin from, say, a month or two from now onwards, then you're probably backing the wrong horse. As at the end of the day, Bitcoin is undoubtedly the safest crypto to invest in. It's got mass adoption. And if you're not getting the returns with your crypto that you're getting in Bitcoin, well, really, what are you doing? So yeah, anyway, having a look at this, we can see that we had some massive growth from Kaspa and that Bitcoin has really been outpacing Kaspa over the last 6 months. Now, not concerned about this hugely, as this is very normal over the part of the cycle before altcoin season. So this is really normal. What I've been watching for is this break of trend. We had this break of trend, we retested a very similar level, and then we're absolutely starting to rip. So the Kaspa Bitcoin pair looks super bullish as well. So massive fan of what Kaspa Bitcoin pair is looking like at the moment. Massive fan of what Kaspa is looking like at the moment. And Bitcoin dominance is doing exactly what we expect it to do. And having a draw, which is pretty much meaningless, but I would expect it to do something along the lines of this over the coming few weeks to months. Probably over the coming few months. But yeah, I know that is just a brain dead squiggle on the page, but it'll probably do something similar to that if past performance is anything to go by. Now, it never tells us exactly what's going to happen, but it is a decent place to start looking. Alrighty, so just quickly as well, why is Kaspa pumping? Well, Kaspa is pumping for a multitude of reasons. So I think people are finally starting to realize that Kaspa isn't just another shitcoin. It's not another meme coin. It is a beautiful piece of art. It is really striving to be that digital silver, and it's got really amazing technology. So I won't go too much into the tech, but if you have a little bit of time and you're not familiar with Kaspa, what I really suggest you do is look into Jonathan Sompolinski, the founder of Kaspa. Have a look into Kaspa's technology itself, go on their website, have a bit of a read through, and if you're not impressed, don't invest, but spend an hour or two, have a read through it all, and I really think that you're going to like what you find. If you are familiar with Kaspa, you'd know just how awesome Kaspa is. But a few other reasons why Kaspa is pumping is the migration to Rust is almost done, and KRC 20 is coming soon. Over the next month, it's reported that KRC 20 is happening. So if you're not familiar with that, that will allow projects to build on top of Kaspa. So think about Ethereum and how projects build on top of Ethereum, or Solana and how projects build on top of Solana. There will be projects that build on top of Kaspa. Now, these will include meme coins. These will include multiple other projects that build on top of Kaspa. Now, this is great for a multitude of reasons, but one of these being the more projects that build on top of Kaspa, the more volume will come into Kaspa, and the more Kaspa will likely benefit from that. So a lot of absolutely huge things happening at the moment. Super bullish on Kaspa and really, really bullish for the future. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching, legends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let me know if you hold Kaspa. Let me know what percentage of your portfolio is Kaspa, and let me know if there are any other things regarding Kaspa or any other cryptos that you want me to cover in the future, and I'll make videos. Awesome. Thank you so much, legends, for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. I love this space, and I'll catch you in the next one.